Okay, the last video in this lesson, we're going to be looking at two things. So one, whether events are independent or dependent. So remember, independent would mean that one thing isn't going to affect the next outcome. So we're looking at probabilities at this point. Before that, we were just looking at outcomes. So then the second thing, dependent, would be that the probability of one event is affected by whether or not some other event occurred. So let's take a look at that real quick. So our first problem here, we have letters A through E are written on index cards. A card is chosen at random, and then another card is chosen at random. Determine whether the events in each are independent or dependent. So the first thing we did was choose card A, and then we chose card B if the first card is replaced. So think of this, we pick card A, put it back, and then we choose card B. So we want to know if the probability of choosing card B is affected if we put that card A back. And just think that after we put that back, we kind of reshuffled them up so that you wouldn't be able to tell so where the card was. So this would be an independent event, because if we could put a card back, we have the same number of cards to choose from both times. So that doesn't affect the next thing that's happening. However, in the second one, so we choose A and then choose B if the card is not replaced before the second card is chosen. So in the second one, we take card A, we leave it out, and then we pick card B. So if we choose card A and leave it out, we have less cards to choose from. So that means the probability of getting card B would be higher. So that would be a dependent event because the probability is dependent on other things happening. And then the very last thing here, we're looking at volleyball. So there are 6 positions in volleyball: left front, left back, center back, and right back. How many ways can 6 players be placed in 6 positions? So for this type of problem, it's a little bit like our counting principle with multiplication. So we have 6 areas to look at. And if I start at the left front and I have 6 girls that I could possibly put there, I could pick any one of them if I'm not looking at skill or anything like that. So just 6 girls, randomly placing them. So if I start there and kind of work my way around, there's 6 possible girls that can go here, but once one girl is already in a position, I have one less to choose from. So as we go around, there's just going to be one less person each time. So if I want to find the total amount of ways that we could place those girls, all we have to do is multiply those things together. So that's going to be 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is going to give us 720 different possibilities of ways that we could place those girls on the volleyball team.